Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. German Marquez gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his 4th in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Up next for the Buccos, Domingo Pena. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs. Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. D-Row, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, D-Row. One of these 2 teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of this series.
It just takes 1 W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Bishop moves over.
Relay.
2 gone.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. Bishop, switch hitter, and he is considered among the best. He's got a solid swing from both sides, and at least in terms of making contact, there isn't a big drop-off against a righty or a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, Matty, I think a lot has to do with the fact that this guy plays with the big part of the field. He is not pot committed to pulling the baseball or going the other way. He stays through the middle of the field. He keeps everything working towards the big part, and it serves him well from both sides of the plate.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 2-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch just missed. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
So coming to the plate, Elvis Franco.
Number 32, Elvis Franco.
Comes set with the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Here we go, relay, hit me. It's coming, 3-3-3.
And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle, driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just one out.
Digging in, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field.
Round hard,
but that'll be off the wall in right center. Russell is on his way home. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Bishop leads off second with one gone in the inning. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Diaz over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Doug Moreland. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-2 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Pirates leave 1. They're on top 7-2. Stepping in, King Bishop. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Attaboy, great job.
You better start
base.
taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading.
Oh, what a play at second. How about that? 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back with more on this Monday night. After.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Pittsburgh get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Herman Marquez pitches his. And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs. Alex Reyes will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the. So stepping in, King Bishop. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits. Ready for another chance, Domingo Pena. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game. And it's riding in once again, King Bishop. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. A ball and a strike. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Swung on and grounded to second. Bostic is there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now. King, Bishop. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A little bouncer. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center, but they pull within 1 here. It's now a 5-4 game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. The Cubbies posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. John Gant claims the win out of the pen, his first. Johnny Hager records the save, his 45th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. Afternoon baseball on tap from one of the best yards around, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Pirates. Juan Chacin, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
He's set. Here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jose Osuna, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting a base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double.
Digging in to try it again. King, Bishop. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He's set and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Halfway. Diaz ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Cole Kurtz. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Up next for the Buccos, Kyle Schwarber. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Kyle Schwarber.
Ready with the 0-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Bishop ranging back at the track. The wall. Gone! So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. And that is 27 for him on the year. And the punt. Ready once again, King Bishop. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. 45 home runs now on the campaign as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters.
King Bishop will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first two are aboard here to kick off the seventh.
Check the outfitters now.
You better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Ochoa. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Giving chase is Heredia. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Here's the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Ochoa on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Stretch. Next will be Jose Osuna. It was a walk in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Bishop is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in, Jacob Stallings. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Molina ranging up the middle, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in once again, Guillermo Heredia. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The 2-1 home. Hit hard on the ground to second. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that.
Digging in and looking for more. King Bishop. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right side, but it's well foul. Hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. So coming to the plate, Fernando Ochoa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the bushes and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out the sacrifice. Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. One pitch, and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Evan Rankin, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. Winker will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Hamilton going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. No hits to this point.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, in now for the Reds, Chase Pinckney, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 0-2 home. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3. The next Cub up, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at bat.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Siegel, just 24 years of age. He was selected in the 7th round back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Winker moves over. He's got it 1 away. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So in now for Chicago, King Bishop will swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Beat it up, beat it up, beat it up.
Come on. Back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cubs lead it 6-2. Ready now for Cincinnati, Chase Pinckney. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Almora, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
6-3, the final score today. The Chicago Cubs win for the 96th time, most in the division. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Cincinnati have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Philip Park gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Ready now, King Bishop. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Fouled away. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Roll. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full. Nick Williams waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hayward coming on. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. At the plate, Chase Pinckney. 0-for-1 here in the early going.
Chase Pinckney.
Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get by into center field. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Now at the plate, Bob Mendoza. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Bob Mendoza.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Stepping in, King Bishop comes into this at bat 0-for-1 in the ball game.
King Bishop.
Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch.
Dig.
Anderson is up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in, King, Bishop, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Here's the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Winker going back and gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 46 now for him on the season, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crinkle.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. King, Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
From the stretch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Come on.
The first baseline, and that'll get through into right as he comes up in the clutch. It's a base hit. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Striding in, Nick Williams. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at-bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
And here's the 3-2 from him. That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Settling in now, Chase Pinckney is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Chase Pinckney.
Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is under it. 1 down.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. Chicago with their 97th win tops in the division. Forrest Giordano claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching ML. We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Cincinnati attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Ken Charles is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
The 0-1 pitch. In the air to right center. Bishop sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for Cincinnati, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless. Stepping into the box, King Bishop. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now in the box, Nick Williams.
Right fielder, Williams.
Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
Hold up, right here.
Hubble comes up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
In now, Ramon Molina, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to third. Anderson has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. Will move to the third with no score. Back here on the north side at Wrigley Field as we get a look at Cloudgate, or the Bean as it's commonly referred to.
Leading off for the Reds,
Into the box, Bob Mendoza. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Liner toward right center. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Reds, and it's going to be for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first one.
Digging in, King Bishop. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Get here.
This could be two. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the stepping in and ready for another shot, Jesse Winker, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
This is a perfect...
Digging in to try it again. Grant Talley. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready with the 2-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out not given up to the opposing pitcher.
But listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs 2. Digging in and looking for more, Jesse Winker. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 3 runs, 4 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we check out our Reds leaderboard, we find that he currently sits 3rd best on the club in that department. Striding in once again, Brian Anderson. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Softly hit out to short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Digging in once again, Roosevelt Hubble. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch drives it out to deep right center field. Williams going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Relay. 2-2.
And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time.
Ready for another chance? King Bishop 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
This is
All right,
hit
hold
on
on,
the
hold on
ground
right
to
here.
first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout. And here's Jason Hayward now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. Molina onto the grass, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through. Ready once again, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Dig,
Bouncer
get
up the
up.
middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So ready for another shot now. Bob Mendoza. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Bishop giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go to.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. 2 of the game's best bats slug it out. Back in just a moment. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Batting fourth, center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, King. Bishop, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak, maybe rattle off 8 to 10. He looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Misses, ball 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Ready with another 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Leading off for the Cardinals. Right.
Here's the pitch.
Mookie Betts.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bishop racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove.
Digging in for his second at-bat, King. Bishop, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit well towards the hole. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice hit, nice hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
So in now for Chicago, Nick Williams. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Williams.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Naquin's under it. And that's the third out. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Barrios. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Bishop is in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park.
Digging in the switch hitter, King. Bishop due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
The 1-0. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Naquin's under it. 1 out. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
No outs, nobody on. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Bishop patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, King. Bishop, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that misses inside. 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And there's a base hit on the line. Rosado isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Comes set, and the 0-1.
Dig.
Over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Leading off for the Cardinals, center fielder, Raymond.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases.
Relay. No runner to home.
And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher, Carson Kelly.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Williams is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Getting late here at Wrigley Field.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
6-3 the final score today. Chicago win for a division-leading 98th time. Gene Hightower claims the win out of the... And as we welcome you to this one, we find ourselves in quite the situation. The bases are loaded here with 2 gone in the inning. The next hub-up, King Bishop. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in
Right here.
RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some more of the color. John Gant is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taken advantage of nearly every opportunity.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the St. Louis... Evan Rankin, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Thomas Ono, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ono.
And that gets him on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down.
Stepping into the box, Ian Wesley. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in, King Bishop. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first throw, 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And after it is Naquin. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. At the plate, Thomas Ono, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Thomas Ono.
The 1-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot, and you can tell.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. Drives it out to deep right center field. Bishop on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting it.
Into the box now, King. Bishop, he flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Valaika fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in, Carson Kelly. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Zagunis moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out. Stepping in, King. Bishop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Popped up. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ken Ragsdale. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Ragsdale.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Russell onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, King. Bishop 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate, Carson Kelly. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brugman's in pursuit. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-2 the final today. The Cards jumped out to an